Hi, this is Tony Lin. Welcome to my YouTube. During this pandemic, we have so much misinformation. However, there is still one thing we can rely on. That is our common sense. So today I'm going to show you how could we use a common sense and from the data collected in the Israel, United States, and India. And we can have a reasonable conclusion from this data. So first, let me show you this website. This is our world in data. They have all the COVID data. This is a graph showing you all the vaccination rate, fully vaccination rate from Israel, United States, and India. So as you can see, this is India's fully vaccination rate is around 12 or 13%, and the United States and Israel, they are much higher. United States are above 50, and Israel above 60. Then we can look at this. This is the confirmed cases, daily new confirmed cases per million people. So look at today. Today is September 13, 2021. And if you look at India's number, it's here, way below the United States and Israel. So India is around 20 something daily cases per million people, and the United States are 450, and Israel over 1,000. So anyone who have a little bit of a common sense, and if they look at this data, how could anyone with a little bit common sense can conclude the jab is more effective by looking at this data? So if you look at this data, you see Israel has the highest vaccination rate. However, Israel has the highest daily cases per million people. In fact, Israel has the world #1 cases per million people. That is not the only #1 in the world, and is also #1 of all time in this pandemic. And Israel, imagine Israel already started a booster shot. So for the booster shot is for the people who are already fully vaccinated, which means they already took 2 jabs. And the booster shot is the 3rd shot for these people. So imagine Israel already 30% of all population already took this booster shot. Keep in mind the United States hasn't started the booster shot yet, but according to the announcement from our greatest president, Mr. President, he decided he want to plan the 3rd booster shot. So here is anyone who has a little bit common sense and might come up with this question. So if vaccination is a very effective way against this virus, then how come you tell me this Israel, they already have the 3rd booster shot, and this 3rd booster shot is already vaccinated 30% of the population. So if you look at just look at this graph, and anyone who has a common sense, they will have this question: if Israel, they are the worst, they got the worst COVID result in the world, why we still follow Israel? Actually, it should be another way around. We should ask India, what did they do? What did they do so they have so low daily confirmed cases? So what is the insanity we are seeing is that we are just follow imagine if you are a student and there are some students in your class, they get A plus and they got A and A plus, and also there are some students they fail, they got F. So by looking at this data, clearly Israel failed in this pandemic, and we are United States, and we want to, of course, we want to get better grade as a student. Then we should learn someone who already got a good result, not the opposite. So this is how common sense can work. Like if you see a student, they keep getting A and A plus, then if your grade is a B or C, then you're going to ask him, hey, what's your trick to study these material better? Can I ask you some question? And now you're doing the totally opposite. You ask a student fail, hey, can I learn from you so that we can improve? I can improve my grade and improve my study, and so that I can get A. Does it even make any sense at all? So I have to say that insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over again, and not only you see no sign of improvement, and you see the result going backward, and you still keeping doing the same thing over and over again. This is the definition of insanity, and I think this is exactly what is going on in this country. Let me show you another news. This is from India, and this news is from India news media, and you cannot see this kind of news anywhere in the United States. And again, use your common sense. Think, why no one report this news? Let me read this news for you, and also I'll include the link so you can go through this article yourself. So here is the article title. Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is one of the most populated state in India. So Uttar Pradesh government says early use of, okay, I cannot say this word. Uttar Pradesh government says early use of this help to keep positivity and death low. Let me read a highlight in this article for you. A year later, the country's first COVID-19 cluster with 5 cases was reported in Agra district. The Uttar Pradesh government has claimed that it was the first state to have introduced the large scale of prophylactics and therapeutic use of, and add that the drug helped the state to maintain a lower fatality and the positive rate as compared to other states. So here you can see the India, not only India has a very low confirmed cases, as I showed you in the graph earlier, right? I show you in the graph, the India, let me show you. Yeah, see this? India has 25 daily cases per million people. So not only India has a very low daily confirmed cases per million, in this one of the most populated state in India, it has a lower fatality and positivity rate as compared to other states. So I mean, anyone who has a common sense, you can think what is going on here. So India has the lowest daily confirmed cases, and this state, which is the first state started to use this, and they got the even lower fatality and positivity rate compared to other states. Anyone who have a little bit common sense, what will they think? Because YouTube think anyone who recommend this is misinformation, and they will remove their video. So this is a disclaimer. I don't recommend this. I'm just share you a news from India, which no other Western media report this in their news. So anyone who has a little bit common sense, what will you think? It's because, so right now we have this, and imagine if there is a medicine that is working very effectively against this virus, and it's even more effectively than this jab. And what is the point of this? What is the point of this? So that is why the mainstream media, they don't want you to know that there is any effective drug against this virus. The only cure is the jab. So yeah, that's the today I want to share this information with you. And if you think this information is useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can have at least don't get confused by these misinformation during this pandemic. So have an amazing day. I'll see you soon, hopefully in my next YouTube video. Bye.